Box 2. Okay, I'm behind the enemy. He's going down. Behind Betty, going for the kill.
That was for great on, too. Enemy confirmed. Meg 11. Let's get him. Can't see any allies. Some skilled interceptors might be left. Drop down and speed up.
This is Sky Eye. It'll be impossible to defend the base if we can't detect the enemy. Requesting takeoff clearance.
Copy. You are cleared for takeoff.
Copy that, tower.
Haven't seen on his tail. Back.
Maneuvering is critical, and unique faction-based abilities allow you to move and position your ships. Powerful Imperial engines, the enigmatic bone sculptures of the Azayani, terrifying organic constructions of the Tyranids, each faction has its own playstyle. Your selection of faction, ships, admiral skills, fleet upgrades, and strategy will all influence how you approach and fight the enemy.
There will be no escape.
The light and fast vessels of Drakari pirate fleets dart in and out of combat, unleashing volleys of energy and escaping before retaliation can be dealt. Corrupted battlecruisers, bastions to chaos worship, pound enemy hulls with massive lances at great distance, while ramshackle orc vessels and horrifying Tyranid bioweapons prefer to close in for the kill through sheer brute force. The armoured prows of your vessels are as deadly as your weapons, and ramming is an effective way to finish off a wounded foe or utterly annihilate a smaller ship. Tractor beams, micro-warp drives, and other faction-specific abilities are vital for getting the enemy in range for a devastating impact.
Get him! Let the galaxy burn! For the Emperor!
Stay tuned.
All right. Come on, man. Focus.
Okay.
Trust me. You can do it.
The flashlight.
This is so atmospheric. I love it.
I know. I'm like holding my breath a little. Oh no.
Oh,
so you might remember these guys. Obviously, with the power of the RE engine, looking a lot nastier.
Yeah, they still move really gross.
And as you can see, this isn't a bug or anything here. They're actually completely blind.
Yeah.
So you can see him kind of like snooting around. He can hear, he can feel, or heat.
There's the one on the roof. No.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's what scared me so much in the first one when it was on the roof and just looking down at you.
Yep.
No
Got
thanks.
that big tongue like drooling on you.
No thanks.
That's a cool detail. That's new from the last game.
Mm-hmm.
That they can't see like that.
Yeah, in the original PlayStation 1, if you encountered them, that was it. Like, there's no getting around it.
Well, hopefully they can't use doors.
Yeah. Can only hope.
Wandering. Ooh. Got a couple dead friends.
I wouldn't be turning my back on that body right there.
What makes you say that?
A lot of the time, like, I mean, in most games, you'd put a round off on him just to make sure he's down. But Resident Evil, you don't get too much ammo, so you got to be careful with how many times you do that.
Ah! Man.
More than just cloning, so let's go check out the greenhouse. The greenhouse is one of the most important modules. This is where you create the atmosphere required to keep everyone alive. You have to make sure to not only have enough plant life, but also to have the correct plants for the clone types on board. It seems nobody's working here right now, so let's fix that.
Job assigned.
And just like that, 2 clones assigned to the module. On top of the required atmosphere, your crew also needs a place to rest, and this is where crew quarters come into play. Let's quickly build one.
Crew quarters. Each crew member needs a slot in one of these modules.
Anything you build is immediately available. Gotta love the technology of the future. A part of building up the USS Genesis any way you want is being able to decide how things look as well. You can even change the colour of certain individual objects, like making this couch brown. As well as the colour of modules and corridors, either individually or all at once. Let's go all black. Normally, I wouldn't recommend blindly firing your weapons aboard the ship, as you could accidentally hit and kill your crew members, but this does look pretty cool.
Game. Yes, that's right, you can now be part of the Grand Tour experience, and you don't have to be near Clarkson to do it. Even better, you can go straight from watching the show to being in it seamlessly. 1 second you're watching us, messing about in cars, and the next, you're in the middle of it, doing our jobs, wearing our trousers. The first time you transition from watching an episode to racing the episode is like being dropped straight into the cockpit of a supercar you haven't driven yet. It'll certainly put a lump in your throat. Only, in our game, you don't have to be an expert to harness the horsepower and keep it on the track. That is actually a game. You're now in a game. That is real, that's really me. In fact, maybe we'll have Hammond film his show segments in the game instead of real life, just to keep him safe.
Are we ready, gentlemen?
Honestly, I don't know.
The Grand Tour game. Don't just watch us, be us.
When I let loose a little of my cleverness, some of my follicles with no moose. Choose your weapon, you kept stepping, you swept in a hurricane.